Welcome to Conspiracy Cast right here at the Tales of Earth channel. This is where one of our hosts, Gary, likes to sit down and go over various conspiracies with us. He basically looks up a conspiracy concept that you guys give us or whatever, gets some of the bare bones general knowledge of that conspiracy, and we discuss it. We go over, do we believe it? Could we believe it? Why do people believe it? Or we just make fun of it. Depends on what the conspiracy is. As a part of us rehashing some of the stuff in the previous channel, we are going to be covering the Denver International Airport today. But I'm actually going to step out, and I wanted to be in the intro for two reasons. One, to let you guys know that I am a regular on this show. We're just trying out a couple hosts, seeing how people can handle things without me being here. And also, I need to let you guys know about 3 ways you can support this podcast and channel by keeping them going. You can subscribe to the channel for completely free and really help us grow this channel in a hurry by watching all the various videos we put up. Or you can join us on our Patreon, which we share with our Comic Storian channel, patreon.com/comicstorian, and get early access to these podcasts for only $1. Or if you really want to show your love for the Conspiracy Cast or Tales of Earth, we have a merch shop in which we have the I Love the Illuminati shirt, which Dylan should be putting on the screen right now, or our mascot, which has somehow become Cthulhu, with no text. It's just his face, like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was weird, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes, everyone knows that's the noise Cthulhu makes when he rises from the deep.
Also being more of a what's up
kind of
guy.
Anyway, 2 great shirts that we devised that also go with our Eligible Monster brand, and they go along with our Comic Storian brand. All of those shirts on the same shop. I'm going to link it down below, and it's also in the About section for this channel. So if you like Conspiracy Cast and you like what we're doing at Tales of Earth, and you want to support us, those are 3 great ways, and we really do appreciate everyone who is helping us launch this channel. This is a separate project from everything else we're doing, and it needs to get to a certain point. So, now, what we're going to do is one of our writers is actually visiting in town for a different project, and we thought it would be fun if we have Andy and our other writer onto the screen for this rehashed topic. Gary found some new stuff about the Denver International Airport, but since they know nothing about this, we thought it'd be a lot more interesting. So, we're now going to do some movie magic and swap me for, what's your name? Sean.
All right, guys, what do you know about Denver International Airport?
I know that it is become a place where the Illuminati supposedly hang out.
Yeah,
but that's as far as I know.
Yeah, they have some really great coffee there. So
I was going to say they have a really good Philly cheesesteak spot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think their favorite spot is actually the McDonald's.
I believe that.
In like Terminal D or something, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so Denver International Airport, for those of you who may not know, is just outside of Denver, and it is international, and it is an airport.
Really?
But also...
All right, conspiracy ended.
Conspiracy ended. Also, Denver International Airport, or DIA, as we're going to call it from now on, has a lot of mystery surrounding it. There are a lot of different conspiracy theories as to the origin, purpose, and just meaning behind the entire airport.
Okay.
But before we jump into that, I do want to read off some rather interesting facts, general facts about DIA, because they are. It is a genuinely fascinating airport. Number 1, DIA is the largest international airport in the U.S., twice the size of the Dallas airport. Number 2, DIA sits on 53 square miles of mostly unused open space. Strange. All in all, there is over 6 million square feet of public space in DIA. 4, the initial cost was projected to be $1.7 billion, but after completion and construction is still ongoing, the final price tag was closer to $4.8 billion. Number 5, there are over 5,300 miles of fiber optic cables running throughout the airport to support their local intranet. In addition to this, there is roughly 11,365 miles of copper wire in the airport for the communications network. Number 6, the fueling system can pump 1,000 gallons of jet fuel per minute from 6 jet fuel storage tanks that hold 2.73 million gallons each. Number 7, the only way to get to the other 2 concourses or terminals in the airport is by the underground train system. Number 8, there are more than 19 miles of conveyor belt track, luggage transport vehicles, and road in the underground tunnel system for the transport of goods and baggage.
And lizard folk.
What?
And lizard folk.
And lizard folk.
Yes.
We're getting to that.
All right. Well, I just figured they would use the
calm down.
The system.
Just chill. We all know that they don't like. They're kind of weak. Like they're pansies. Lizard folk are pansies. Like, I don't want to walk. I need a conveyor belt to like push me along.
Just like the ones they have in the actual airport too.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not walking to my flight.
I'm not walking to my flight. Number 9, the main terminal, also known as the Great Hall. I didn't know that's what
I did
it was
not
called.
know that was what it's called. Okay.
And Jeppesen terminal is 900 by 200 feet, greater than 1.5 million square feet. Number 10, the floors were constructed with granite imported from North and South America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. Cool.
Those were some interesting facts.
Interesting facts.
I learned something new today.
Did you also know, as you may have stated, that it is the Illuminati headquarters?
I was aware of that.
Yes,
or at least I'm aware of the idea. Yes.
Okay. So
Neither confirm nor deny.
DIA has gotten a lot of attention lately because actually since the 90s, since it was built, and I believe it was built in 1995, it's gotten a lot of attention because there are so many things about DIA that just don't make sense. And people have tried to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and they've gone to conclusions like the Illuminati. They've gone to conclusions like lizard people, aliens, Nazis.
Right.
I mean, you name it.
What if it's all of those things? It's lizard
Then
people,
we're in
alien
trouble.
Nazis, who are all members of the Illuminati.
Well, we've discussed that before.
That's what I'm saying. So they're all based
We've
at
discussed
Denver.
that before, yes.
Yeah.
And DIA is an entryway to the Hollow Earth. So that's basically where these conspiracy theories come from. And we're going to go into this is a fun website. This website is called Boredom Therapy. And these are 15 unsettling facts about the Denver International Airport conspiracy. So number 1, people have long considered why the Denver International Airport was built in the first place. With the Stapleton Airport already nearby, such an expensive and lengthy project seemed unnecessary. Instead, theorists believe it was a ploy to cover up a larger project with a massive construction site.
Now, I've never been to the Stapleton Airport. Is the Stapleton Airport a international airport? Was it an international
I'm
airport?
actually not sure.
Okay.
Let me...
Because, I mean, that would be a simple, like, they wanted a bigger international
a
airport.
bigger international airport, yeah.
Would be the reason they
I
built
believe
one.
it was.
Okay.
Because, before 95, people had to get into Colorado,
Right.
internationally.
Yeah.
in
some way.
Yeah.
So, so if you've ever been to DIA, it is a massive, absolutely massive area of land.
Okay.
I mean, you have to drive miles outside of the city
Yes.
to the plains just to get to this airport.
Right.
And
That's where I flew in this today, and on the way there, you just see
Just
patches of nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it's just like I remember the
Absolutely
first
nothing.
time I came in to visit. It's like
Yeah.
you're looking at the air out the window, and it's just fields.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, Denver's really booming.
yeah, exactly. Most other international airports or major airports in the United States that I've been to, at least, they're dead in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
like
exactly,
they're
yeah.
right in the middle of everything.
Right.
So that's one thing that makes DIA odd.
Sure.
Is that it is in the middle of nowhere for such a massive airport. I've seen smaller airports.
Yeah. Right.
that
Yeah.
are
Exactly.
in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere, but those are
they're
for
out
small
middle of
town.
nowhere, yeah.
Right. So, number 1, people are just questioning the existence of the airport at all. Like, it wasn't necessary. We already had an airport, and why in the middle of nowhere? Number 2, spreading upwards of 35,000 acres of land, the Denver International Airport is enormous. Not only is it the 3rd largest airport in the world, but it's more than double the size of the next largest airport in the United States. In the end, its construction caused builders to go $2 billion over budget.
But that's
But
not all.
but that wasn't all. Perhaps strangest of all is that despite its undeniably massive size, the Denver airport didn't have as many runways as the Stapleton Airport had.
Okay. Yeah, that's suspicious.
Yes.
I'll give them that one.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't even one of the top 5 busiest airports in the United States. These facts have only led to more suspicions about the ongoings at the airport. So it's bigger, ideally, than it needs to be.
Sure.
Has fewer runways.
Fewer runways. Yeah. And out in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the middle of nowhere, and it went $2 billion
Which, what did they
over
spend
budget.
the $2 extra billion on?
They've claimed that it was just the extra construction they didn't foresee, changes to plans. There was actually, I believe, in viewers, please correct me if I'm wrong, there was a whole set of construction going on,
Okay.
There's a massive construction undertaking that they essentially buried.
Really?
Yes.
So there's stuff
So
underneath what we're
there's-
looking at.
Yes, there's a lot underneath DIA that just got buried.
The legends of ancient DIA.
Ancient DIA, yes. So there's a lot underneath DIA that there's no use for, as far as we know. Tunnels, buildings, entire buildings. All right, let's see here. Number 3, many people traveling by the Denver airport have noticed the extremely strange artwork displayed on its walls.
I've noticed.
Yes,
this.
you can go
It's
in.
very strange.
They are very strange. Over the years, this art has been considered so unsettling, and it is genuinely unsettling. This isn't just an interpretation. Like, oh, that red dot makes me feel uncomfortable. That some of it had to be removed, yes, to appease travelers. They have literally removed artwork
Really?
from DIA. That I
So-
did not know.
Now I want to know what they removed.
Me too.
Honestly,
I think it was some of these like World War. I think
I was
this
going to
is
say
one of
I'm
them.
pretty sure I've seen that
Yes,
one though.
this one. I believe this one has been removed. And
Has it?
again,
I've definitely
it's-
seen
for
it.
those of you who are not
With
looking
very
at the
good
screen-
reason.
Yes. For
Very
those
good
of you who are not looking at the screen, this one I believe was removed because it depicts basically essentially a Nazi soldier stabbing a dove
Sure.
near some ruins and weeping and dead people behind him.
Yeah, it's a very.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And a lady on a cell phone.
I don't think she's
who's,
part of
who's
the.
probably
Just passing by.
an Illuminati.
It'd be funny if it was like in the painting though. It's like a woman on the cell phone, just like over there. The artists were like, "This is what mankind just ignoring war." That's what this represents.
All right, so this one in particular seemed to resemble a Nazi-esque soldier supporting a gas. Oh yeah, he's wearing a gas mask while carrying a large sword and a rifle. He's doing a lot more than just carrying a large sword and a rifle. He's literally stabbing a dove. Okay, which is the symbol
to
of
be fair,
peace.
the tip doesn't actually reach the dove.
No, it does.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It does. Yeah.
Not to mention the Nazi. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Not to mention the Nazi-like soldier is also seemingly attacking a dove, an international sign of peace. In the background, children sleeping in a demolished city while adults mourn. Many people have long believed the painting represents biological warfare, and that theory doesn't end there. There's more to the biological warfare theory.
Okay.
For DIA. And I'm actually going to touch on that real fast.
Okay.
So, actually, no. I think actually it's going to go right into it. Never mind. Number 4, you'd think for such a large-scale project that it would be made obvious who had built it, but that's not the case at the Denver airport. A plaque like this can be found in the building stating it was founded by the New World Airport Commission. There's just one problem. That group doesn't exist. Google New World Airport Commission. You will not find anything.
Keep going.
All you'll find is this plaque.
Keep going.
Okay. This has caused many people to believe it could be a sign pointing to involvement from the New World Order, a secret totalitarian world government believed to exist by many conspiracy theorists.
So this shadow
yes.
group now is
Yes.
somehow funding this, but now not there.
But now suddenly don't exist. Right above that is the symbol for the Freemasons, who have very long been considered either connected to or members of the Illuminati. And then New World Airport Commission is strikingly similar to the what also people fear is one of the motivations of the Illuminati, the New World Order.
Yes.
So the whole plaque doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I believe this even covers up a not a time machine, time capsule. So
time machine.
a time machine. So this cover
even
there's
weirder.
there's a time capsule here that they don't want opened until 2094.
94.
2094, yeah.
So,
So 100 years
it was-
from
yeah.
there.
So it was built 94.
Yes.
Obviously, they put it in
Yes.
there. So what's in it?
What's in it? Some people believe that it is a new strain of avian flu, and that the reason they want to release this avian flu is to control the population, because if you release it at an international airport,
Right. Yeah.
it
yeah.
spreads quickly.
Yep.
Yes.
That's one of the theories.
Yep.
Hence,
So they're banking very heavily on in 2094. We need a population control. What if we don't? What if something else happens? You know what I'm saying? They're banking very hard on this. We definitely need a population control in 2094. Then I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, a lot could change by 2094.
It's a lot of.
And also, I think they'll stop and be like, okay, before you open that, is this such a good idea? Like,
It's true.
Is this, should
are
we do
gonna
this?
Because you got to figure in 2094, whoever, let's say hypothetically,
Right.
it is the Illuminati, right? Let's say it is avian flu. Odds are good in 2094, most of those members, unless they're immortal lizard people,
Right.
which is possible, they're not going to be around.
No.
So you got to,
So what's the point?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're frozen underneath DIA.
That's true, or Disney. But
Or Disney.
That's a
Or
different
Disney.
country.
Yeah. Number 5, many airport staff members have reported, and this one is really creepy, have reported strange happenings over the years since the airport's construction. These include bizarre noises and whispers of an off-site morgue to underground doors leading all over the place. People find the possibility of the morgue so unsettling because bodies are never kept at airports, just shipped to or from the to be transported
True, yes.
elsewhere.
Yes.
The idea of DIA having a morgue really creeps me out.
What's the
So-
point of having
But
it?
it would make sense though, because
It would make sense that they have a morgue?
yes, absolutely.
Why would it make
For
sense?
transportation purposes. I mean, you have an international airport with a ton of
Sure.
traffic all the time.
Okay.
I mean, people are
So maybe it's
moving-
got to sit. They need like
Yeah.
a freezer or something like
yeah,
that.
maybe there's a two-day delay or something.
Sure.
You need to put it somewhere.
But why
Okay.
would they have
So-
it and not other places?
That's what I'm. Yeah. Because I mean, bodies get shipped all the time.
Ease of access. I don't know. I just think it's creepy. Another bizarre event in February of 2007 caused 14 planes to mysteriously have their windshields cracked in a 2-hour time frame. When examined by investigators, they claimed it happened because of foreign object debris. Could have just said debris. While no one can explain exactly
Isn't debris by definition of
foreign
foreign
object.
object?
Yes. Yeah. While no one can explain exactly what that was. So in 2007, 14 planes had windshields cracked. These are pretty
Based
like
off
severe
of
cracks.
mysterious debris,
Yes.
and they couldn't find debris.
But they couldn't find debris, and there was no reason for the windshields to crack. That's a lot of windshields.
It's a lot of windshields. I'll
I
give you
mean,
that.
could
Yeah.
it be something weather related though? Because I mean, glass, cold.
yeah.
I mean, we do have glass rain, I guess, here.
I mean,
It's a weird Colorado phenomenon.
yeah, because that would be the only thing I could think of that because you're seeing something with damage, like
Yes.
physical
Yep,
damage,
yep.
but there's nothing to show
There's
what's
nothing
causing that
to
damage.
show the physical damage.
So the only thing I can think of
Yeah.
would be something that would be weather related, whether it be hail of some sort. I mean, very
Very
coincidentally-
temperatures that suddenly.
Exactly,
Although I
very
mean, you would
temperatures.
assume that planes, which fly obviously at higher
Right.
altitudes,
would have stronger
can handle
glass.
that.
You would think, yeah, they would have.
They have stronger glass. They're designed to withstand extreme cold.
So here's what it was: the Illuminati were actually testing a weapon, a sound wave based weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
Designed to crack the windshield of enemy fighters, but they accidentally tested it. Some guy like turned it on accidentally, and it cracked.
So you like accidentally turned. I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh, wow!
Hey! And then turned it off and
Yes,
just like
that's exactly.
set it down. And
touch that no
yeah,
more.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I think it was somebody got fired from the Illuminati and he took his
he got
baseball
pissed.
bat.
Yeah.
He was just like, "I'll show you."
He's
And
like, oh,
these-
watch out for all the foreign objects.
Number 6, etched on the floor of the Denver airport's Great Hall. I'm going to call it that every time I'm there now.
So
Is
wait,
a-
okay, which the on the floor of the
etched on the
Great
floor
Hall.
of the
Where
Denver
is the Great Hall?
I
Because
believe
next time I go through the airport, I'm going to
it's-
walk into it.
I believe the Great Hall is basically where you go through security.
Okay, that does make sense. I mean, it's
Because
really
it's
just a
one
giant
really
room.
massive
yeah,
room,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Is a large tile stating AUAG or AUAG. It might seem completely innocuous, especially since these are just the symbols for gold and silver, and likely are tribute to the rich mining history of Colorado, right? It's in a mining cart.
Sure, totally makes sense.
That would make sense.
Or
But
is
not
it
to
a
conspiracy
mining
theorists.
cart? Oh, yeah.
At least that's what we're led to believe. That's the conspiracy heart. Instead,
That's what they want us to think.
That's what they want us to think. Yeah.
Well, okay.
No, you seem like you have something you want to say.
No.
Okay.
It's like how are they moving the symbolism into an airport is what I don't. But
See, Sean's on board with
Yeah.
the conspiracy theories.
Oh,
It
he
totally
is. Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Instead, many people wonder if these letters are a nod to one of the airport's largest donors, an anonymous person who supposedly found a new strain of hepatitis so strong it could be used in biological warfare. So maybe it's not the avian flu, maybe it's a different type of hepatitis. The strain was allegedly called Australia antigen, aka AUAG or AUAG. So, an anonymous person who supposedly found a new strain.
Wait. He's like, I'll give you money for the airport,
The strain was
But-
allegedly called.
but
Yes.
I'm going to need you to do a time capsule with this strain
Yes.
of hepatitis that I have. I need you to jam it in there.
just slide it in
Yeah,
there.
just slide it in there real
in
quick
there.
for me.
It's
Don't
like,
open it.
I saw how over budget you guys were. You need the money.
Listen, I got
Not
you
gonna
million,
question
no
money.
problem.
Yeah. Do you want to tell your supervisor? The Illuminati?
Uh-huh.
No?
I'll
Okay.
slide
I
the
don't think
sonic
so.
weapon.
You also have the sonic weapon.
could test
if you
this
could
out
just try
every
it
now
out.
and
Yeah.
Is mysteriously breaking glass for no apparent reason.
Furthermore, many people have questioned other tiles at the airport, including one that says Mount Blanca. This was where the Knights Templar famously signed their charter, which mentioned they'd gathered to form a new world order. That is interesting.
That is kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So this is now predating way back.
Yes, that the ultimate goal of the Illuminati, the Knights Templar, the Freemasons, was to build an airport.
I mean, if I had the ability to work in secrecy so much, my first option and idea, airport.
Sure.
Airport.
Time capsule.
Absolutely.
New diseases.
New diseases
Right.
spread
Demon
throughout
horse.
the world. Yes, and nobody stops and says, "So why are we doing this again?" It's like, because I said so.
You know what? Honestly, that's my new theory. This
Yeah.
is my theory. There's
Sorry.
no conspiracy. There's no Illuminati.
Okay.
It was one drunk architect who was just like, you know what we're gonna put? We're gonna put all this stuff, and nobody
gonna
went
mess with everybody,
And nobody
yeah.
went. Why?
Yeah. So guys, my little practical jokes, they're gonna set us about $2 billion over budget. You okay with that?
We will be so popular.
Yes,
with conspiracy
exactly.
theories.
But this is gonna
Yeah.
be hilarious when it
Trust me.
happens.
Trust me.
So how do we explain it later? Posters. Next time we start construction, just posters.
Everywhere we
just
go.
Own up to it.
yeah.
Which DIA has now done. Yeah. Have you seen these? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's Illuminati headquarters. So they've kind of owned up to the conspiracy theories in a pretty big way,
That's
which
just the
cost
Illu-
money.
That's just the Illuminati.
That's just the
leaning into
Illuminati.
it.
Oh yeah.
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 we
If
talked
you
about
admit something,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
essentially denying it.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like just hiding in plain sight now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's great. No, please interrupt. 7, the biggest cause for belief in a conspiracy at Denver Airport surrounds the rumored bunkers hidden beneath it. This blueprint depicts, it's a pretty shoddy blueprint, depicts 5, this is something
guy
that the
had like a
writer
napkin,
just like,
he's like, there it is. There's your airport.
That's how the airport was built. Napkins. The blueprint depicts 5 buildings from the initial construction site that officials later claimed were incorrectly placed. But instead of being demolished, like would normally be done, they were buried beneath the airport.
So this is all
So-
going back to
Yes.
everything under this airport.
Yes, exactly. So that there were all these like bunkers and tunnels and everything that were built and then just covered up for some reason. This was only discovered after an anonymous whistleblower brought the prints to light. And it was also confirmed by airport officials who claimed they're only used as storage. Yeah.
Underground storage.
Yeah, that's where I store my DVD copies of Friends
And plutonium.
and plutonium.
It's a different bin. Everything's marked properly.
Yeah,
love
everything
that.
has a shelf.
The
Yeah,
dry
yeah.
delivery of that is awesome.
And plutonium.
It's like, what do I keep down there? Oh, cotton balls, copies of Friends, plutonium,
Weapons grade uranium.
yeah,
Copies of
yeah.
How I Met Your
ER,
Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. That sounds about
You're
right.
like, wait, what was that last one?
Yeah.
You're like, How I Met Your Mother.
ER?
How I Met Your Mother? It's like, yeah, that's odd. That one stands out to me
Yeah,
for
I
some
don't know
reason. Okay, this was only discovered. Okay, yeah, I already said that.
Yes, it's
The theory only became more strange when the underground luggage system at the airport stopped working in 2005.
Oh, so wait, hold on. So now they have
Okay.
a giant underground luggage system that doesn't even work.
Yeah,
It still doesn't work.
that's what it's
Supposedly.
claiming. That's what it's claiming.
Okay.
Yeah. It still hasn't been fixed. Of course,
My
this.
luggage comes back up glowing. I'm like, no, it's
No,
fine.
no.
Don't
It's,
worry about it.
it's normal.
Yeah,
that's
Jesus.
normal. That's just what happens.
Part of the X-rays.
Yeah, it's part of the X-rays. The
Decontaminated.
Illuminati
just
are
in
like
case.
They're not good at
they're
this.
messy. They're such a messy organization. But I love the Illuminati. So
I do too.
it still hasn't been fixed. Of course, this led many people to believe it's been used to transport something else underground. What could-
Plutonium.
like plutonium.
Plutonium.
Yes. 8. Many people have long considered what else the Denver airport could be using the underground bunkers for. One theory poses they could be used to house the nation's elite in case of a major natural disaster or biological warfare. Can you imagine knowing that you are not invited to the DIA bunkers? Being that one politician or that one world leader, whoever it is,
Yeah, but you wouldn't know.
yeah, you'd know.
How would you know?
They'd be like talking. You know, it's
Like one of the other
it's like,
senators
yeah.
is like, oh yeah, you got invited to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just
bunker,
comes out in
right?
conversation.
It just comes out.
I didn't get that invitation.
I mean, what?
And they pretend to like know what they're talking about,
yeah.
and then they leak the information.
Yeah.
It's like Endgame spoilers, you know, where you walk into a
Sure,
room,
yeah.
you know, and they're all talking. You're like, yeah, totally.
When the Muppets showed up at the
when
end.
the Muppets showed
totally,
up,
yeah.
that
Everyone
was
just gets quiet
very
then
unexpected.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I like to think though, if it's a Fallout shelter, it's got to be like Fallout the game, where they didn't know it was a Fallout shelter. You know, they all had like the various vaults, right? And
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's all it is. It's a secret hidden Fallout vault underneath,
that would make sense.
made by Vault-Tec.
Yeah. Made by Vault-Tec.
Made by Vault-Tec.
Made by the Freemasons.
Sure.
And possibly to experiment with people.
Exactly.
To
well, you have
experiment on
that the super strain of hepatitis,
Mm-hmm.
or possibly avian flu. So
Yeah.
I mean, that is something that happened in Fallout. Was that one of these bunkers did release some of that
right.
that
See,
strain
there
out
you go.
there for
That's all it is.
mutants.
Okay.
So this
It's
could be.
legitimately just a Fallout game at this point.
But my DVD copies of Friends are safe.
yes.
Okay,
Well,
that's great.
I mean, they are sitting next to the Plutonium, but
Yeah, okay.
you know.
They'll still work though.
Yeah, they still work.
They'll still work.
Yeah. It's really more that matters.
It was reported that in 2011, when the comet Elenine was said to be plummeting toward Earth, former President Barack Obama also happened to be in Denver at the same time. Causing
Convenient.
yes, very convenient, causing many people to believe he was hiding at the airport. It was also rumored that the Queen of England secretly purchased land near the Denver airport because she would just purchase land.
Yeah,
Because she
yeah.
wasn't actually invited.
Right.
She would
She's
just
like,
work
fine,
her
I'm
way.
going to get my own Fallout
Yes.
shelter.
Yes,
We're
exactly.
gonna make a bunker next to your
blackjack.
bunker. It's gonna be a better bunker.
Yes.
It's going to be a better bunker.
So that's another major theory is that all these underground structures and tunnels
Mm-hmm.
are bunkers for the world's elite, or at least a list of people that the world governments or the New World Order think are important enough to start mankind over again.
Sure.
Because of course, who we need to protect are politicians,
Right.
Not
If
scientists.
I'm starting over
yes,
civilization, I'm going to pull some of the worst aspects from our current one.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull all.
Lawyers.
lawyers,
Good.
Senators, really just politicians.
politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who talk during movies,
Yes.
mostly.
Okay.
People cut in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who don't use their turn signal.
People who don't use their turn signals. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, these are the
Yeah.
people I'm saving.
Oh, yeah.
I want everybody who's not good for this place under one bunker. They're gonna run things once everything's done.
That's
I
a
was
great
thinking, and then
idea.
we just collapse the bunker.
Oh, that's awful.
That is also an option. that's the Queen's bunker. That's where everyone else is gonna go in her bunker, and she's gonna hit that switch.
That's her ultimate plan. That is her ultimate
All the
plan.
scientists go to DIA.
Yep.
I like it. It's a good plan.
Number 9. People have long found it strange that the Denver airport features this incredibly horrifying 32-foot
Seriously, that
tall
thing is
horse statue.
terrifying.
Oh, it is terrifying.
Yeah, I saw that, and of all the things I don't know why it's there, that's
like
that's
key.
it.
Yeah.
Like
It's it.
it's a field of nothing, and then a giant sized statue.
Like neon blue, yellow-eyed
Like
demon horse.
Demon horse. You know what this airport needs? A demon horse.
Like
Nothing says welcome to Colorado.
a demon horse.
like
and
a
this picture
demon horse.
makes it look like the apocalypse is coming.
It does. Oh, it does.
Like
yeah.
this is the fire.
Yeah,
and the horse
absolutely.
is-
Nicknamed Lucifer at its entrance. Well, it turns out the sculptor was even killed its creator, artist Luis Jimenez, who was working on the 9,000-pound beast when its head suddenly fell on him and destroyed an artery in his leg.
I'll teach you. To
So
make a
they
demon horse.
What?
decided. Now, in my opinion, okay, if a piece of artwork this terrifying,
Yeah.
kills its owner,
Sure.
I
That's
am
a Stephen King novel.
That's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
bad
am-
news everywhere.
It is bad news
Yeah.
everywhere. I am not putting this up anywhere.
No.
This thing is getting decommissioned. It's done. It's gone.
You know, somebody was like, I need that in my
thing.
house.
What?
I'd be like, I need that thing in my house.
Need that in my house.
This 9,000-pound statue that killed its creator.
Oh, seriously. 9,000 pound
That
statue.
red is the blood of the owner. There you go.
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Some people have even claimed it represents the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh man, my theory was already
Now,
right.
see, it would be better if there was actually 4 demon horses.
That would
That would be even cooler.
Yeah,
They're-
it should all be
no,
facing
they're-
different
they're-
directions.
they're going to be scattered throughout the compound of DIA.
Oh, okay, that makes
They're going
sense.
to be hidden in,
all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got like a big one, a little one.
So now we got to go there. We got
Yeah,
to start
yeah.
looking at all the cracks of all the stones and find them all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it.
So they're
I
like
like
the Mickey Mouse ears at Disneyland.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
You find Mickey
Exactly the
everywhere. You
same
find
thing,
demon
yeah.
horses at
Right.
DIA. Great, that's a good hobby.
When they open the time capsule and they find the avian flu or the hepatitis,
it's gonna shoot out of the mouth of all the horses.
there's gonna be a little tiny demon horse in there with it to represent
Yeah,
the coming apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
pestilence
book.
or something like that. Yeah. 10. Another mural found in the Denver airport has long caused speculation. I think DIA has long caused speculation,
Yeah, seriously.
as it clearly appears to depict the apocalypse, because everything does. Titled "In Peace and Harmony with Nature," it shows animals and children fearing for their lives. Not to mention, they're also situated over 3 open caskets, because nothing says peace and harmony with nature like that.
Right?
Some people have claimed the girl in the back with the blue shirt is holding a Mayan tablet they believe to represent December 12, 2012, the infamous date that the Mayans mistakenly predicted the apocalypse would arrive.
Or did they?
Or did they? It's all the Matrix. So this particular painting, for those of you who can't see this, is quite frightening. You have a forest on fire in the background. You have a lady holding a penguin in a glass case. A whale shooting out of like a red swirl of some kind, black clouds, another bird in some kind of glass case, children like crying. I think there's a dead leopard.
It looks that way, yeah. There's a buffalo just kind of hanging out in the background.
Yeah, Buffalo's like, hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
Oh no, he's on a plaque. The buffalo head is on a plaque.
okay. All right, that makes sense.
And,
then a sea turtle.
a sea turtle and dead people.
Yep.
These are one of those pictures that you just look at and ask, why?
Why?
What is this? What is
What-
this representing?
So
Peace with nature. It's in the title.
you guys, this is when you're designing an airport or any sort of public building that you want people to want to go to. You don't put up a giant demonic horse. You don't put up murals that depict the end of the world.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
What if your daughter came to you and was like, "Daddy, I painted a picture."
I would immediately seek help. I would immediately seek help. I love my daughter, but I would be worried.
This is not going on the fridge.
She's like,
It's not going on the fridge.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so 11. Remember the plaque mentioned earlier? Supposedly, it also mentions that a time capsule was buried there in March 1994. Officially, there's not much of an interest inside other than a signed baseball, some casino tokens, and a few coins. Some conspiracy
Shitty time
theorists...
capsule.
It is. Some conspiracy theorists believe, however, that it houses something else, including a weapon to be used in biological warfare, and we are being threatened by Benny with a knife. This is officially the end of the Conspiracy Cast. It's been nice knowing you.
Signing
We've
out
revealed
for
too
now.
much.
We've revealed too much. Benny comes out.
They've activated Benny.
They've activated Benny. He just gets like a number pops up on his phone.
The sleeper agent has been activated.
Yes. You see him like put his phone down.
The call was made.
The call was made. Activate the asset. For the record, I hate all of you. We
For
know
the
that.
record, I don't care.
Yeah, we're still here, Benny.
Yeah.
I never cared since the beginning.
What time are we at? Oh yeah, we actually. Oh, this is taking a while. Other theorists have also pointed out how similar the Denver airport's runway layouts look like a swastika when photographed from above. Nevertheless,
And
officials
drawn
claim.
over with a line.
Oh yeah. You can only see it when you draw.
The actual lie.
Officials claim it was designed this way so multiple planes could leave simultaneously. That's fine. That makes sense.
Keep that in front of her.
This is why I'm right.
This is where the Nazis come in to the picture.
Right, sure.
Yeah,
No, I
the
got
lizard people have already been there.
it. Right.
The Illuminati, Freemasons, Knights Templar, all connected. Apparently, anyway, I've got nothing to say about that. Yeah,
I think
Nazis
they're.
bad.
I think they're overstretching with the pictures.
they are overstretching. It's like saying, so we want a series of runways that point in all directions, and it just happens to look like
Right, and then I mean, there's other little roads coming off.
Right,
of it. There's
exactly.
buildings. There,
Yeah.
It's not like it's just
You know,
a
it's like-
swastika.
the
shaped
Illuminati,
runway,
like
yeah.
the Nazi Illuminati, are like, you know what'll never give us away?
A giant,
A giant
swastika as viewed from above.
Yes, because in order to keep a secret, you blast it out to the entire world. That's plausible deniability, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
13 other visitors to the Denver airport have pointed out the bizarre nature of this piece of artwork depicting a woman named Gail standing next to a meteorite. To make it even more eerie, one of the lights in the hall constantly blurs out her face. It looks like something from a horror movie.
I feel people are reaching now.
Yeah, they are. Or it looks like you just poorly placed your lights.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Just,
'Cause, I mean, you can clearly see it's the overhead lights just pointing down.
right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
it's like somebody saying, like, Sean, every time you step outside, the sun glares on your glasses and it hides your eyes. I'm really
man.
creeped out.
Yeah, that does creep me out.
Yeah,
fix
it does
that.
creep.
Sean, if you could stop doing that, it creeps me out. No, put them back on. You look even weirder now. I don't like it. Sorry, again.
I do find it strange that the piece of artwork says meteorite found near Canyon Diablo.
Another
Weight
convenient,
535 pounds.
Another convenient fact. What they don't tell you is that meteorite was actually melted down and created the demon horse. So now the demon horse is actually created out of a meteorite that was found at Canyon Diablo, and that's why that guy died.
That's creepy. That's creepy. Yeah. And then pieces of it were hidden all over the airport. 14, not long ago, the town of Lochbuie was shaken by... Lochbuie sounds like it's in the middle of nowhere. It is. Was shaken by a massive boom originating close to the Denver airport. Many people said it was so intense that it shook their homes, causing items to fall from their walls. Still, there was no registered earthquake that day.
It was another weapons test, much like the cracking of the windshields.
Yes, exactly.
The no debris.
Yep.
The no debris. Nearby Buckley Air Force Base claims they were already finished with drills by the time it took place. This has caused some theorists to believe was evidence that the Denver airport is expanding its underground bunkers. What are they using to expand underground bunkers that would shake an entire town?
Plutonium.
Plutonium.
No. I was actually going to say something different. I actually say dynamite, but plutonium
Oh,
works.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plutonium-based dynamite.
Oh, there we go.
Lastly, the mural depicting children celebrating the defeat of the gas-masked Nazi-looking man has caused some interesting theories. Some have come forward claiming it to represent the submission of America to Germany, since a few of the children appear to be handing their weapons to a boy in Bavarian traditional garb.
I think the artist who did all of these just didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I think he's like trying to make a deep statement about the state
I was
of the
going to say,
world.
honestly, that's probably
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
He was trying to
Like,
make some sort of deep statement. Did
Yes.
they know who the artist is?
Yeah,
Or is
we,
this
men-
one of
we
those
mentioned
things-
it earlier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was probably trying to make a deep
Yeah.
statement.
But it was.
As with most art, it's open to interpretation.
Yes.
But his view is most likely really deep. No one's understanding.
Also, he
No
was
one's
on a
understanding
lot
it.
of drugs.
I mean,
It's like that artist who sold a work of art that only existed in his mind for $10,000.
There you go. Super deep.
That's a real thing. That actually happened.
I need a new job.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can make art.
So this lady bought
There
this
it is.
piece of art that was non-existent.
So it
from
didn't
an art
actually
gallery.
exist.
Didn't actually exist. But the artist claimed it exists in my mind.
That's all.
And she bought it for $10,000.
I love it.
I hope she has a canvas in her home with nothing on it.
That would that would give form.
That
to
would,
the
yeah, I was
artwork.
going to say that would have
Yeah.
some sort of physical
Yeah.
form.
Exactly.
She just has like a blank wall. She's
Yeah.
like, there it is.
There it is.
What do you think?
What do you think? I think you wasted your money. A lot of children in Africa could have like eaten, you know.
Nah.
Yeah. No, yeah, forget that.
Children in Africa.
So that's basically the crux of the DIA conspiracy. It's all these things, and when you really dive into it, it is a strange airport.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no-
I'll-
there's
I'll
no
say that.
denying
There's
that.
a lot of strange
Yes.
things in the airport. Now, is it really secret Illuminati, Nazi, lizard people tunnels? Yes, probably. But
100%.
100%.
Oh, without a doubt.
It doesn't help that all of these really strange things are in there.
No, and I think that DIA gets special attention because if all these strange things existed in any building anywhere,
True.
it would get that kind of attention.
Yeah.
If any building anywhere went $2 billion over budget,
It's the problem is it's a lot of strange things all together.
yeah.
Like if it was one or two, like, oh, there's these weird symbols. No one's probably gonna, it would be
Yeah.
probably like, oh, these are weird symbols. That's weird.
Right.
Or these weird murals. Okay, well, that's kind of weird. But
Yeah.
when you add them all together,
Yeah.
it's very strange.
It's very strange.
Like
yeah.
I think the core of it, there is some mystery to like the paintings, like the horse, things like that. Some of the other things I think people are maybe stretching a little
Definitely
bit.
stretching it.
Like
Oh,
the whole,
sure.
like the whole, like the runways designed in a swastika,
Yes,
things like that.
definitely.
Like
That's a stretch.
yeah, that's a little rough. But
Yeah.
the paintings themselves are. That's the one thing that kind of confuses me the most because it's like
Is the paintings.
there's so much going on
Not
these
that.
pictures. Oh, the
The
apocalypse
giant
horse?
demon.
I mean,
yeah.
that's also concerning. But like
Yes,
that's the thing.
The
Like
paintings,
with
okay.
paintings, always got to me because
Right.
you don't know what that statement's supposed to be. Only that artist does.
Right.
And many people will come up with many theories for it. So when you see a forest on fire and children holding leopards, like, where's that going?
Yeah, where are you going with this, buddy?
Maybe the guy just didn't like nature.
I
mean, that's
think
also true.
the unfortunate part was they already paid him.
Right.
And so they're like, well, we got to hang it up. And we got to put it up. Like, nobody checked on him.
Like the
Nobody.
the one with the Nazi dude and the stabbing
Right,
dove,
yeah.
and he hung it up and they were just like,
It's
Yikes.
great.
yeah. How
Your-
much can we pay this
Your
guy?
yeah, your use of color is just
Shouldn't we have
frightening.
Shouldn't we have seen some ideas of what he was going to do first?
yeah.
I mean,
like a
they did
sketch.
that one did have a rainbow in it though.
Yeah, that
That's
one did
true.
have a
That's
rainbow.
a good
Yeah.
point, yeah. That's
He's
all
like,
they saw.
What
They
do
were
you
like,
mean?
oh, yeah.
It's like, no, don't criticize him. He gets really easily offended. Let's just not deal with it.
We already lost the dude who made the horse.
Yeah, we're-
That guy died.
Exactly.
Get another
We're running
one.
low on options
Yeah.
here.
So, what I also find intriguing is that the fact that the plaque would even have a time capsule,
Yes.
and that it would be like casino coins.
Yeah, I was going
It's
to
like
say.
some guy
it-
rifled through his pockets.
Right.
I don't know. I was supposed to fill the time capsule.
Let me just.
Yeah.
There's some coins.
Why do I have
Coins,
casino coins in my
chapstick, some lint.
but
And,
see, that's the other thing. So let's say they were just.
Yeah.
So that's supposedly what's officially in the time capsule.
Yes, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Okay. So if you were going to make up some stuff about what's in the time capsule, why would you make up that stuff? Let's say there's legit
Right.
like Ebola or something. in
Uh-huh.
there. Why would that be the first thing you think of when, well, what is in the time capsule?
Casino chips.
Casino chips.
Casino
Like,
chips, yeah.
You know, come up with
Yeah.
something better.
Yeah. Mickey Mantle's rookie card. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like of all the things, it has nothing to do with Colorado. It has nothing to
Yeah.
do
No.
with
Oh,
Denver.
yeah, it's very
It
generic.
has nothing to do with the airport.
It's like weird. When we asked him what he put in there, he was like sweating.
It's very
He's sweating
And-
profusely and
Right.
just kept stumbling his words.
And then his skin went this weird green color.
His eyes changed a little
His
bit.
eyes changed a little bit. It was really weird.
He had a monocle. He was snickering and twirling his mustache.
As he turned and walked away,
Casino chips, yes.
menacingly.
he's a 1930s villain.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think about all of these different weird
I think,
things?
honestly,
Like-
I think it's very strange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once again, do I think it's secret Nazis underground? Yes, I do.
100%.
It's a lot of weird things in one spot.
It
Yeah.
is.
The bunker, like the whole underground, like this is sounding like it has almost like an underground, almost comparable to like Disney,
Right.
Where they
Right.
have networks and networks of things.
Oh, they do.
So for
Yeah,
the airport to
absolutely.
also have this, it is strange. I
It's
will.
strange,
I will
right,
give it that.
because they actually you can actually find pictures and footage of these massive underground tunnels that are not being used.
Correct.
They're flat out
As far as we know.
not being as far as we know. They're
far
not
as we
being used. Now I do think that building an underground bunker of a substantial size with all the different like I don't know what word am I trying to find? Intricacies and everything you would need for an underground civilization to exist for however long.
Sure.
It would make sense that you would do this under the guise of like an airport or
Yeah, I mean, because
Disney
you
World.
have so much land.
Right.
And, you know, obviously-
Yeah.
If you just start building,
Right.
and nobody knows why,
Right. It's
gonna
going to
be-
look weird.
It's going to look weird.
I mean, the biggest throw like you'll see is like, why is there a lot of people just flying to Colorado?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And
Why
not
did the demon
leaving?
horse come to
Exactly.
life and start impaling people?
Smoking from his nose.
That's the
That's
question.
weird.
That would be the question. But it would make sense that it would also be an airport. You know, you
Sure,
get the
yeah.
president, you get people in quickly.
I was going to say, yeah, you land, you get in,
Right.
and then you're in the bunker.
Yep.
and then you're in the bunker. Now, is it the Illuminati? I don't know. But it is strange that the New World Airport Commission never existed.
That is weird. Yes.
Yeah.
When I Googled
It's-
it, literally
right.
the only things that came up were the conspiracies
Yes,
about
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That this organization, it's not like they existed for a little while and then disbanded. They just flat out never existed.
Yeah.
But they existed enough, and that's what's strange, to make it onto the plaque of a major international airport.
What if they were like, it was
Right
just
there
like
with
a
the
group of
Freemasons.
people who were like, we're going to make this thing. We'll call it the New World Airport
And it just didn't go
Commission,"
through.
And it just didn't go through.
It just didn't go
They were like,
through.
put it on the plaque.
It was-
It's going to be a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
It was
Steve,
the
you're-
workers' union.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like, Steve, you were
Workers
supposed to
did
get you're supposed to get our business license. Did you not apply for our business license?
forgot.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh no! Put the application in the
It's a-
time capsule.
Yeah, I put the application in the time capsule.
I thought my
Yeah.
was to get the guy with the demon horse.
No. Don't tell me you also forgot the time capsule.
I did forget that. It's okay. I got poker chips in my pocket.
You know, I was watching this Friends marathon, and
So where is my friend?
yes, so,
Downstairs near the
downstairs.
plutonium.
near the plutonium. And it would, but how the only way that the Illuminati, and this is where people go with this, is that the Illuminati would make sense, is if they were using this as a space for population, like as a preparation space for population control.
Hair in my mouth. Right?
That's okay.
like,
They,
get your
that would be the only way that having the Illuminati involved would make any sense. In order to
Yeah,
establish
yeah.
the New World Order, they need to release this disease in 2094, and while everybody else is safe underground,
Right,
those
right.
things that it stacks up. I mean, it does
That
add
would
up.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
No,
one of
I
those
mean-
theories that I do believe there's some believability
Is there
to it.
maybe a bunker underneath the airport? It's possible. I mean, we
possible.
have hidden bunkers throughout the entire
Oh,
United
all over the
States.
place.
Yeah. So
I mean, even missile silos that we're not allowed to know the
That's-
location
Yeah,
of. Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah, this is the time frame when people
Unfounded.
were paranoid about
Yes,
everything.
exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So, you know,
Yeah.
is there possibly a bunker right in the middle, you know, of the country underneath the airport where people could fly in?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Is it the
and
Illuminati?
that's a good point. It
Most
is
likely.
DIA is essentially right in the middle
Right,
of
that's
the
what I'm
country.
saying.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense. You could
Yeah.
get a lot of people there.
Yep.
You know, important people,
Yep.
whoever, you know.
Right.
Quickly, you land at the airport, you
Lawyers and
immediately
politicians
yeah,
and-
exactly.
yeah.
People who talk in the movies,
Yeah.
and you can land and immediately go down to the bunker. So
People who talk in the movies.
yeah, I was coming up with
Actors?
like the worst things.
That's
no,
the-
no.
Oh, people!
During the movie. Yeah, in the
I was like,
theater.
are you like using old
during the talkies?
During
you
the
know.
talkies. You mean people who talk during movies?
During movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
sorry,
go.
I was talking
Okay.
fast.
The talkies.
Yeah, but so I mean, I don't think it's completely against
Right.
logic that there is a bunker underneath the airport. Now, is it the
Yeah, sure.
Illuminati?
Yes.
But
Well,
I
100%.
don't know.
Right.
100%.
Closing thoughts. What do you think?
It is strange. The biggest thing though is that this is something that was built a while ago, where many people were skeptical about a lot of things, and there was most likely a lot of drugs influencing some paintings.
Sure. In the year 1994.
Hey, that's still something though.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I think it's a little more of a stretch for me. There is weird things. I'll give it that. But
Sure. Sure.
It's just a combination of so many weird things
Exactly.
in one
Yes.
spot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are basically no explanations for it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's strange.
Which honestly, there probably
If-
are explanations for them.
We just don't know.
We just don't
We
know.
just don't know
them.
what they are.
And the average people
Yeah.
don't know them.
yeah.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, in closing, my opinion is that there is something strange going on. This is one of those few conspiracy theories that I do think there might actually be some weight to.
Right.
Because it would make, now, whether or not this is just a top secret, very, very massive bunker for the world's elite in case of some major catastrophe, that is plausible. Like
Yep.
you want to protect your leaders.
Yep.
I think that would absolutely make sense. It would make sense that it's underneath an airport. It would make sense that it's either going $2 billion over budget would make sense.
Sure. Yep.
So a lot of things. Now, whether or not it's lizard people, Illuminati, Nazis, that's less plausible.
Yeah.
But is it a secret bunker for the world's elite? Maybe.
Possibly.
It's possible. Yeah. Is there a disease being held in a time capsule right next to some poker chips? Maybe.
Maybe.
What do you think? So, guys, that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is essentially our conspiracy for today. It is the Denver International or DIA conspiracy. Let us know what you think. If you find any other really interesting facts about DIA that maybe point to or away from this conspiracy theory, please let us know in the comment section below. You can find me on YouTube at Film Circuit. You can find Andy. Where can they find you?
For I am the Andy on Instagram.
Okay, and where can they find you?
I just work here.
You just work here.
I'm not on
This is
social media.
Sean. Like we said before, he is one of the writers for Comic Storian. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And we love the Illuminati. Actually, on one, we're going to say it. We love the Illuminati on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I love the Illuminati.
Thank you.